Welcome to Season 3 of the Builders Podcast. I'm Matt Levenhagen. Here we share the journeys, strategies, and lessons that help entrepreneurs build what's next. Builders helping builders. Enjoy the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another The Builders. Today, we are joined by Oksana Kovalchuk. Did I do good?
Yeah, everyone.
Awesome. It's great to have you. Now, Oksana is the CEO of Onoda. I'm not doing good. I'll let you pronounce it, and you can tell us a little bit about what you do over there.
Yeah, I'm founder. I'm the CEO of another design, like UI UX design agency. I'm running this company for 15 years. It's my third in a row, like founding companies. I also like in the middle, sometimes creating some startups or either killing them or like sell them for money. Overall, it's like what I'm concentrated in.
So you're either going to kill it or you're going to sell it for a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Yeah. Awesome. Well, that's good. I mean, and hopefully the numbers work out. So you more do good than.
It's a business, Matt. It's all the business. So we're playing some kind of Russian roulette, and you never know. Sometimes you can create a piece of software, to be honest, and it will be totally weirdo, but it will be so successful, and you can sell it for a crazy amount of money. But in the same time, you can build like for years some B2B or very specific software, and you will have 2 users. That's the story.
That's my story. Okay, so let's dive in here. So what on this first episode, we're going to speak to your story a little bit because you have a very interesting story where, I mean, a lot of entrepreneurs go through it. You know, we have good times, bad times, but you had some pretty tough times, but we want to hear about that, what all happened to you, the bad stuff that happened, and then how you got yourself back out of that, whether that was through your own power or through help or however that happened, and then where you kind of will land on what you're doing today in the world and what amazing things you're doing. So with that, I'm going to kind of throw it to you. Let's get you started.
Okay, so yeah, I founded this company when I was like 20. And let's say I was
2 years ago.
Oh, so it was like I was very brave and very stupid. Like it's concentrate of these both sides of my personality drive me like crazy, and it never was like really hard or never was really light, but definitely like enjoying like the balance between really hard times and really good times. It can give you some kind of rest. So the biggest problem for me was when the COVID started. Like it was around maybe 6 or 7 years that I like ran the company. And overall like we were good, 70, almost 70 people. It's software design, software development, outsourcing. It was the huge boom, like everyone's wanted to build the software, companies had a budget, etc. COVID. We had more than half clients in travel and aviation.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, smack. So the very first it was like, hey, don't put all eggs in one basket. Okay, and the second problem, don't forget, I was 27 at the time, so still like not very smart. And I get revenue from one client. It's around like 80% of my whole company revenue was generated by one single client. It was like a partnership like agency in United Kingdom, and we had a partnership so overall like to make it like fast. He generated leads, closed the deals, and totally outsourced all work to us. He had like 2 employees, project manager, like junior project manager, and some marketing manager, and that's all. And everything like mobile, software development, design, everything was done by us. So we provide some kind of discount based on the volume hours that he purchased, and everything was good. Everything was really amazing. We worked like
How did you find this person? Is this somebody that you just stumbled on, or
just plain LinkedIn outreach. Just it was cold messaging and nothing more. Like we knocked, hi, hello, what do you think? Let's collaborate. I said, yep, I'm exactly right now looking for the new partners. We did like 1-2 projects, not big projects together. He was completely satisfied and transferred all development to us. But that was like my biggest mistake. We relaxed. We really relaxed. I stopped pushed my sales department. I stopped spending marketing money because we hired a lot of people. There was not enough, like I had 4 recruiters and 1 single salesperson, because like we need to hire and scale more to get more projects from that person. But Jesus Christ, I buried myself alive. Because like everything sounds good. I had a lot of money, guys, so I can walk like somewhere like near Walmart and just purchase the car and like do not recognize this purchase on my bank account. But all good stories like goes still to the end. Usually we're working on the prepayment basis. Like I never working on the past payment. I know it's like all US, UK working like on the net 30, net 90, even like net 1 year. No. In my case, I'm seeing the money. I can touch it. No problems, we can start work. Because in my industry, it's very often when clients, they just steal IP and don't pay. Nobody will spend thousands of dollars on the legal stuff. So this guy said, okay, we're a little bit short on money because we have so many projects. I need to manage everything. Let's do on this project like net 20. Overall, yes, like we work in 2 years, everything's good. Net 20, then he said, oh, I have some problems, cash issue says, it's become like overdue 10 days, 20 days, then all other invoices also become unpaid, and he wanted me to go to the bank and just like credit some money from my personal account to fulfill all these invoices. I said no. For me, it's like the personal rule: separate your own money from company's money. You work in there for what? Like this company, it's like it's just must make you happy and rich. If like you're not happy and you're not rich, just think about it, because it's instrument for you to become like more happier.
okay? So that's how you think of business. It's an instrument to make you more happy.
Yeah, the money is instrument to get yourself everything that you really want, because people who wants only money, they like collecting money, they collecting paper, they collecting numbers on their iPhone. But like in case of business, yeah, it's instrument to get this money. So the same. Think like a fork. So all this long story short, this guy just stopped responding. There start some problems with money. He just disappeared for a long time because his dad died from the COVID, and then he got COVID. His wife got. I have no idea is it true or not. To be honest, I just like have what I have. Then we went to like trying to get some kind of the communication, and based on one of our project, his project manager missed half of the backlog that needs to be done, and it wasn't included in the estimation, it wasn't part of the scope, but he already promised it to the client. And we agreed to develop everything like what we saw like part of this project for the budget. And like nobody wanna move because he asked us like to work for free. So guys, we're talking about like $70,000 gift. It's not something that it's easy to go.
Right.
So and he stopped responding. Then in few
Now,
days,
is he dealing with the client? Who's like the contacts with the clients? Is he dealing with the clients, or you? Okay, so you're just okay.
Yeah, he totally deal with the client, and client, like any of his clients, had no idea that we are there. So
Oh,
we
okay.
outsourcing team, like white labeling team. It's a
Gotcha.
very regular situation in offshore
Yeah.
development. It's like, yeah, everybody works like this. But in the end, what I see the legal notice from his lawyer that he just liquidating the company, and
Oh
that's all.
boy.
So I have around 100 key United States dollars in unpaid invoices. It without interest. Like right now, he didn't pay me all of this like for 7 years or 8 years already, and no, around 6 years. And like just imagine the interest fee on top of that. And he just liquidated the company, closing it, and I understand I screwed. Like I never will receive this money, so I need to pay to my employees, like 70 people, guys. Uh, he already was late with the invoices, so like all my cash flow, I'm also like become
Right.
very bad situation on the cash flow. I started firing people. So in this situation, it highlighted me the first. I had operational director, and they said like, hey buddy, like dude, you need to start firing people immediately. And he had some panic attacks. He was not ready to fire people in the face immediately. What about to give them 2 weeks note? No, it's no option. I know it's bad. I know
No.
it's,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, but there is no room to discussion. And the first one, I played with the bad team. So like we playing chess, but he played, I don't know, mahjong, and we didn't match. It was like the second shock. The third one, so just imagine going down from 70 people with over 100 key debt to everyone, and it's like not mine. I didn't steal that money. I didn't even like touch it with my hands.
Uh-huh.
And the next one, I'm down like to 5, 6 people. I left 3 managers because they were stars. They're really amazing. We worked for years together, and 2 developers. Like, and we're trying to roll it back. So we start like digging. We took any small project, anything that was on the market. We agreed to any rates. Like if before we worked like as stars, we're working only like this. Right now we begged for the work.
Right. Well, so just to pause you there. So you're number one. That's a tough thing to go through, and I've gone through many versions of that. Many, like smaller versions of that. Not 70 people, but it's hard because like you have to all of a sudden be in this mindset of cutting, and you realize you have to accept the circumstances. There's nothing you're going to do about it except you're going to have to try to survive, and that's kind of the mindset. Is that how does that make you feel? Like is that a tough? I mean, like emotionally, and you're because you're dealing with that. You're dealing with the emotions of it. You feel like somebody just did something to you. You know that like why like why would that person do that to me? So you're having emotions about that in itself. But now you got to take care of your people, and you have to have a plan. So you sit down, you get a plan. You're like, this is what we need to do, and got to get everybody on board with that. And like you said, and in my business too, I had a few years. I run a web design agency, and for a few years we were kind of that same way. Again, it's probably smaller scale, but where we had all the business, right? The business was just coming to us. Like we have agency partnerships, and we were just trying to stay up with what was coming in. But then stuff happened, the projects dried up, and now we're back scrambling and doing everything we can. What's the game plan to try to get more business? So we're scaling that side of things up. But that's a challenging thing. It sounds like you dealt with it pretty well, but were there any challenges like just mentally and just that you went through?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, because it was like my therapist said it's a grief, and you will go through all these acceptance stages.
Hmm.
So the very first it was like, no, it can happen to me. No, everything will be good. So I've ignored this problem. Like for some days, like the net was 20, then like 10 days overdue. And in business, we usually, what we spoke about, like we build in the relationships, we need to give trust to the people, we need trust to the people. Come on. Like I have a phrase, I like it. We are always loyal to our clients, but client is who pays for our work. If person doesn't pay for our work, he's just a stranger, and we don't need to be loyal to him or her. So in this case, it was like first red flag that I ignored. So it was like, no, it wouldn't happen to me. No, no, we are so good. No, because I would need like to accept we need to do the sales SAP. My sales team, it looks like Paralympic sales team rather than like performing team, because like nobody controlled their KPIs or funnels for years, because like we have paying clients. Like what we else need to do?
Well, right, and you're feeling like you worked really hard to get where you are. You feel
Mm-hmm.
like, of course, you're gonna now going forward. You're gonna do awesome, and
Yeah,
suddenly, yeah, throws a wrench in the whole thing.
and it was like, no, it wouldn't. It just can't happen to me.
Yeah.
So I was like in total denial of this situation. Then it becomes like a shock. Like he stopped responding. He blocked me. I see like we texted in the WhatsApp and I see this contact blocked you. Like how? How?
Yeah.
And okay, I'm screwed. And the biggest pain, like why I'm like speaking on this podcast right now. I'm speaking a lot this year, and it's not like the easy to share this story, like to make it vocal. But when you inside this situation, you can't see the exit at all. You're
Right.
totally buried with all the stress, and you see like no options, even if they are just in front of your face. Just because when we are in stress, our like consciousness is so tight, everything we just can't see different options. And I hope this my story will just let give somebody's hope, let understand that there is different options, there is an exit from this. So the third one, I was like, okay, I need to wake up. I always like during all my career, even like till today, I was like a stress crisis manager, because I founded company. The next year we had like a civil war in my country, like revolution in Ukraine.
Oh,
In
you're in Ukraine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm originally from Ukraine. In one more year, the Russia, Crimea, all that stuff again. In 2 more years, we had the crisis of 2015. Then we had the crisis 2017. Then we got a COVID. Then we get a lockdowns. Then we get full scale invasion into Ukraine. So there is like a lot of things.
Few
So
things. Yeah.
yeah, and like when you inside such a situation, just calm down. Don't drink alcohol more than one day. Just
Just one
don't.
day. Yeah.
Yes,
You get one day.
yeah, you can like
Yeah.
get wasted,
Yeah.
totally wasted in one day, because alcohol is huge depressant, and you will feel horrible for next week. I don't know, and in such big stress, it can be dangerous. So more than one day, no. Like avoid any like stuff, any other like stimulating stuff. Then focus, generate the routine, generate the focus, because you need to build the resilience, because when you're in this situation, it's not the end, everything just started. Because when I've done scale it everything, I'm totally short on the money. I live like for $500 monthly. And just imagine in such situation, one of my stars project managers, she walked to me and said, Oksana, I wanna raise X2. tomorrow, effective tomorrow. And I was like, what? I have open offer. I can like walk out the door tomorrow and I will get it. And it's like, what the
Wow.
hell? Like, we
Yeah.
have the contract, we have everything signed up, but it costs nothing. To be honest, guys, it costs nothing. What you gonna do? You're gonna like sue her for this? You won't spend this money. And it was like, okay. And in the second, my head just became in pain. It's huge pain. I said, okay, Julia, like, let's pause this conversation. I heard you, but like, I need some break. I laid down in the bed an hour or two. It wasn't any single better. So I walked to the bathroom. I understood I had a stroke. So I called like ambulance. I understood like, okay,
When is this in the timeline? Is this like after the COVID stuff, or is this?
yeah, it's after
Yeah.
the COVID stuff. Like, so COVID started like somewhere in March. Then that guy didn't pay somewhere in September. It was like all due dates. Then in late October, starting November, I had this conversation and got a
Wow.
stroke. The best thing here, like I recovered really fast. Like no really dangerous situation, but it's not the best my
It's a
experience.
wake up call. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like my body said, Oksana, like, come on, working like 20 hours per day, drinking so much coffee, it's not healthy. It's not healthy, and like we definitely need to do something with that. Yeah, cup of coffee.
Yeah.
It's like okay, and I recovered for next 5 weeks. So like
Hmm.
almost till the new year, I recovered, and I need to continue performing. And I understood next two things. First one, we stopped hiring interns because, to be honest, in all the 70 employees like that we had, only interns and juniors become so aggressive and so bully just because they're young.
Wow.
They how we call it right now, Gen Z. They are too like I don't know they're very they think that they are stars in this world, and they text me like die beach, I hope you get dead, and like when your morning
Jeez.
starts with like such messages like what the hell. And we're not talking about the business communication, we're talking about live threats and what I sent to the lawyer directly, because it's like what the hell is going on. But it's everything affected me emotionally. Even like with all that resilience and I say I'm strong, I will go through it. Yeah, it touches. It's not good for the health. So the very first I stopped starting that point, I stopped hiring interns and juniors at all. We closed all our internship programs because for me salary is company's subscription for a good done job. Sorry, educational and everything, it's require really huge effort from the company to make this person, to make this employee perform on the like required level. And of course, the salary of this intern or junior will be low on some distance, usually like year or 1.5 year, before like company will just recover, get back all investments and start earning on this employee, because everything is business. So and all of them, like 99.9%, all of them, they don't want to wait. So they will break the contract earlier and jump like to another company for a higher salary, because you teach them, they know everything that's needed, and they can quick like faster get the higher salary. So that was first my decision. Second, no tolerance to the BS. Like if task is not done, if there is no update, if there is no question, I'm thinking in my head that this person just stand up and called me the bitch. Like all of that loud is the same rudeness for me as like supervisor, as a manager, like not done task, The same call me this word in the face. The same, because it's like act of aggression. When your employee doesn't make task, doesn't make anything that you already agreed together to do, it's act of aggression. And like you can then thinking about it, like trying to explain to yourself why it happened, but it's the point. It's act of aggression. The third one, never again keep people who can't make decision. Like my operational director, I said like, hey honey, like you're on C-level position. Like not everything in this world like black and white. So yeah, you need to perform like bad things. I'm not asking you to steal their money from their bank account. I'm asking you to cut off right now. But like saying I have a panic attacks and I can do this, it's like maybe it's okay when you 12, but not when you're over 30 and you're on the C-level position. So not tolerate this stuff like what panic attacks to this like C-level. No, do your things. Yeah, do shit, because it's your job to manage your mental health. It's like your job to manage your task list and don't forget anything. That's your business. Will you use like paper books, like all stuff, or you will use Notion, Asana, Airtable, do whatever you want. Just make sure that you will perform good. That's all. Because if
I think that's kind of just like a big part of that's just the not everyone's cut out for it, because it does take a certain individual to um, hang on one second. A certain individual to I lost the tip of my pen to be able to make those decisions, those hard decisions, and not like freak out about it.
yeah, I was so scared, like when reviews like I'm laid off. Yeah, and everybody, we all know like right now when tech giants laying off and all they buried with bad reviews everywhere, Glassdoor, Facebook, whatever, like Twitter, like employees, ex-employees curse them, etc. But when you're a small company and you're reading this every day, you're feeling so bullied and so stuck in the corner, so it's like hard to distinguish yourself, you as a person and you as a business owner. Just imagine you're a surgeon that needs, I don't know, cut off somebody's hand to save the life. If you will spend days in thinking maybe we can find another decision, your patient can die. And like it's hard decision, like nobody's happy to get cut off like somebody's hand or any other organ,
Right.
like if it's healthy, mentally healthy person. But we need to perform these decisions for the good.
For the
The
whole,
safety
yeah.
is here. It wouldn't make you the bad person. It's just hard decision to save life. And right now I am thinking about I need to take care of my employees, of my people who left. And I need make it to survive. This company, for example, it feeds me, it feeds my family, it feeds like my employees, it brings food to the table, it pays the rent, etc. Why? How I can give up right now? So it helps me like to find power, like some strength, just to make one step every day. You don't need to run like sprint. You need to do one small step, but every day.
Yeah, I love it. So, yeah, the big part of this, you went through all of that stuff, right? And I'm jotting down some notes here as I'm like, okay. And one of the things that I kind of noted was a couple things is, all that stuff, all that bad stuff happens to you, and all of us in business, me included, have really bad times sometimes. And yeah, I've had them in the last few years. But through those times, like if you care about your business, you care about the people that work for you, you enjoy what you do, and I mean, a business becomes kind of your baby too. It's like, this is the thing I built. I don't want this thing to die. I'm going to do whatever I can to survive this. but that may require some really hard decisions. So the first thing you're doing, and what I'm hearing, is like you have to identify what you need to change and the things that have to happen, and have a game plan and just execute on that game plan. And the things that you mentioned, between the type of hires you have, you're looking at the real pain points of what really could make a difference. Just getting the right people on the bus and to move forward, all of that stuff. I mean, that seems, and it kind of also hardens you a little bit. Like you're like, I'm done taking shit. I'm gonna take control of this.
Yeah, like to be honest, when we like even spoke before, like on pre-interview to this podcast, I've told you I hate right now the huge trend for last year's successful success. Like I found this company, we become billionaires in 6 months. It's unrealistic. It sets unrealistic expectations.
Hmm.
And then when you dig inside, it's or totally fake, or it's like husband's money or old family money. It's like,
Right.
is it just earn your first million when your dad give you 20? Yeah, that's not a big deal, but business always go hand by hand with like fails and wins. You can't expect to win every single time. Oh, okay, if you're not selling like people, organs, or drugs. But there is also like it's hard to manage everything. But like you need to think of it, okay, if I will have a bad time, which values for me will be important? For example, a lot of people, like other founders close to me, they said, Oksana, I can buy your company, but you will become my board, like advisory board or C-level in my company, etc. And I was so happy on one day. I was so happy. I said, okay, I will pay all debts. I will have money, everything. I will have some freedom. I will just breathe out for like 2 years of this stress. And on the next day, I become the saddest person ever. But I don't know, I took a coffee and I walked like 20 kilometers on the seaside, like in one side and back, thinking the same thing. I just can't. For me, we have this freedom of founder, manage my own schedule. I always said like I have a lot of free time that I haven't. There is a lot of free time that I just haven't. My schedule is so packed, but I made it this way. I
Right.
just can manipulate. I just can, for example, wake up tomorrow and cancel every single meeting in my calendar, and nobody in my company will dare say me a word. Yeah, because like that's my freedom. I
Yeah.
can, I don't know, purchase a ticket to the Japan tomorrow, had a 16 hours flight, enjoy the sushi, have a totally different time zone, and I don't need like notify anyone or have like approval for this or anything else. If I need like earn more money, for example, I want to like, I don't know, purchase a new car, buy a new car. So okay guys, sales department, come on, you have the new KPIs. Yeah, they will just like say, complain, they will be not happy. But to be honest, I don't care a lot. That's not my problem right now. I wanna have a car. I can help them to increase the sales. I can help them with marketing stuff to somehow achieve these KPIs. But overall, it's not my problem anymore. When you like hybrid employee, you can't do this. You just go to work every
Yeah.
single day. But like you don't have any responsibility, to be honest. Maybe you manage some people, but if everything went like really bad, you just sign off like sorry, goodbye, like 30-day notice, and jump to like another ship where is everything's good and you didn't fuck up everything. So you can repeat, for example. But as a founder, you can't. Like it's like Pirates of Caribbean. You're now part of the ship. You can't go out.
Yeah.
So you die with the sheep, you live with the sheep. And it's scary sometimes. Like I'm thinking about, okay, will I be the CEO of Anoda in like 10 years? It will be 25 years. So I'm more in my life, I'm more CEO rather than Oksana. And it was, wow. I don't know. I have no idea, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I will wake up tomorrow and say, I don't want to like do the outsourcing or design or UX anymore. And I don't know, I will sell candies. Or I will, I don't know, start the beauty blog with Korean cosmetics. I have no idea, but I know that I will like overpower it. I will just work on it like day by day and will just do it
Yeah.
because I know how to deal with the problems. Everything else like consists of these problems. That's all.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love that. So you're doing good today. You've got all out of that, right? And so all that hard work and all that re-engineering of what you were doing has paid off, I assume.
It was hard. It was really hard. It took me 4 years totally to like recover from it. Like still like public image. You will never delete the story. I decided like not to pay to the PR like teams to delete all of that. It was part of my life. It
Hmm.
happened.
Yeah.
Just to bury it somewhere and say it never happened. It's like to be two-faced. Two-faced even like this. Yeah, I accepted it. I can truly like speak about, like be vocal about this. But yep, full scale invasion war, yep, delayed it, like roll it back. But again, I'm just walking again with everything. Let's go. We'll see what's going on.
Good. Good. That's good to hear. And we don't need to get into it, but you want to wind us down in a few minutes here, but so were you when the invasion happened, you were in Ukraine, in
Mm-mm.
Kiev, or no, you were in London already? Okay.
Uh, yeah, I left Ukraine like exactly when the stroke happened. It like
Okay.
sorry, when the stroke happened, it was very cold. Like I'm originally from Kharkiv, it's 30 kilometers from the Russia border. It's second biggest city in Ukraine, and I'm walking like out of the cab, and it was so dirty snow everywhere. And I lived in the center of the city, but still like the snow, all this we call it, I don't know, the dirty is everywhere. It's cold. It's like everything's gray, no sun. And I'm asking myself, what I'm doing here? What? I hate snow. I hate cold. I have allergy to cold. Why I'm living here? And in 3 months, I just left my apartment, packed all my stuff, and went to the Georgia. It's a country on the coast. I love sea. I love seaside. So in 3 months, I just left Ukraine. And the last time when I was like in January 2022, and then the full invasion
Hmm.
started.
Wow.
But my family was there, and my family was almost like on the occupied territories on the first days.
Is there your family okay?
Yeah,
Everything's
yeah, I took them out. I went to Ukraine after everything started. I spent there around 6 months. It's a quest. It's a life-threatening quest to survive. So, and it happens daily. And people right now, they're, and even I become, okay, if it strikes, it strikes. I don't care. I don't want like to know is it alarm or not. Like, no, I just don't care. I need to do this. And okay, if it happens, it happens. That's my destiny. I accept it.
hmm. Well, this was a great first conversation. I hope we have at least one or a few more because
Great.
that was what we decided on. Is like, I really wanted to hear your story because it's compelling, it's hard, it's difficult, and I think other business owners, entrepreneurs need to hear those stories because it's not going to be all roses, sunshine, and rainbows all the time. And hearing how somebody else has navigated that and gotten themselves back out of it and are in a good place, I think that's inspiring. So, thanks for joining us, Oksana. Next time we'll dive into. I want to hear more about your actual business and what you do, and maybe talk a little bit about UX and stuff. So we'll do that next time.
Deal. So you can call this podcast episode like part 1. And of course, Matt, thank you very much for having me today. Thank you for our listeners. Have an amazing day, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Builders Podcast. One more quick note about our sponsors. At Unified Web Design, we're passionate about doing better together, partnering with agencies and businesses to deliver exceptional web design, development, and ongoing support. And UnifiedLabs.ai is where we explore smart, practical ways to integrate AI directly into your website and e-commerce flows. From intelligent chatbots to marketing automation to back-end reporting, all with a strong focus on user experience and making your systems work smarter. If you haven't already, subscribe or follow to stay updated on future episodes. And if you enjoyed today's conversation, sharing it with someone who might benefit helps us grow this amazing community. Until next time, keep building smarter, bolder, and with purpose.